Every single time I come back home after our like monthly brunch, my heart is so full.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah.
I've had like a dose of,
Dopamine, love,
dopamine,
laughter.
Laughter.
Yeah, laughter.
Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Naomi, as you may know, may not know. And I'm with my friend Estelle. In this video, we're going to be talking about something that very much passionate the both of us, that is
building community, making friendship, honestly, specifically as Black women.
Grab some tea, grab some wine, grab something to drink or to eat. Let's go.
Let's get into it.
I published something on a group on Facebook. I'll be putting
it was early March.
Yeah, early March.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember specifically. Our goal is not to be like this like major, huge group.
My aim for this group was also to, as much as something online, to also very much have this thing that is offline as well.
Yeah. We had our first like monthly meetup in April. A bunch of people were like, yeah, we'll show up. And by the end of it, only me and Naomi showed up. When you're someone who does like to start things, that level of commitment you have towards a project, not a lot of people have it. After the meetups, and I always say this to the girls, like once we're like parting ways and stuff like that, they'll be like, thank you so much for organizing it. I'm like, no, thank you guys for showing up. Like, so now that it's been, like we're at our year anniversary, even like before this, we were at the beginning of the year, we definitely had like a January 1st brainstorm, things that we want to accomplish for the group. And we started off strong and we're still going to continue strong.
Yeah, what did we do so far?
We have had, a little bit later last year, we had our first Africana like academic discussions, which was amazing. That was something proposed we wanted to do, but then because it was only us two, we couldn't organize it, but someone else from the group proposed it and we were able to host that. And so she took academic journals and like centered it around a theme. And so it was dispersed amongst us to read, and then we came to discuss. We had a vision board session.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's something that we forget about these things. It's just like, it feels like a hangout.
So it actually does feel like a hangout. Like also like feels like time flies so fast.
Literally. So we
it
had
was actually like a month and a half ago.
So we had a vision board session, and that was just because we all knew that like we wanted to diversify beyond just having the sit down brunch.
Yeah.
Another member in the group hosted us at her house, and we bought all like magazines, markers, and all that stuff, and did that, and it was a good time just to start the year off.
It was so nice.
Yeah, and then we had our Galentine sensual dance class, because we all girl women, we fine.
We be doing things.
Right, and we just thought like Naomi had proposed this amazing idea because it had come up on her Instagram, and she reached out instantly to the instructor. Shout out to Matthews. That was an amazing class. Like,
it was so nice because I love dance, and as Congolese women,
the waist be moving,
the waist be
the hips
shaking, we be breaking backs.
No, but like dance is something that we both love.
Yeah,
I love like soca dance classes. Like back in Toronto, like Caribbean music is a big thing. Naomi would go to like other dance classes, to twerk dance classes.
I've done like a twerk dance class that lasted for 2 hours. 2 hours shaking my ass on the dance floor.
No. And then on top of that, it was just being intentional about the whole like Valentine's Day thing, like being like thematic. So yeah, that was an amazing experience, and I think it also added to the layer of like getting other people in the community to work with us in the community, and that's something that we aspire to in the future. We don't make any money off of this. This is absolutely just out of our own time, our own effort. Like,
because just like Estelle was saying back early in this video, is that there are so many groups out there.
Yeah.
Whether it's Black women, whether it's women, whether it's people, whether it's XYZ.
Yeah.
And there are so many different business models, and we do respect that. I think that we both have this entrepreneurial mindset.
Yeah.
And as of now, as of like the 1st of March 2025, we've not thought about
like making money off of it.
To be honest, and it's a bit selfish, but it's for myself.
It very much is for myself.
Yeah.
I think like as someone, so I studied business, like that's what I did like for university. In the business world, I do believe that like, you know, if there's a gap in the market or something, go make money off of it. But I just also, out of like my own core values, I genuinely believe that there's certain things in this life that you gain, not from like monetary value, but like from other value. Like I don't have enough words to explain how enriching this experience has been in growing a community. And so like, as someone who had that back home and who always like showed up to different events, I didn't mind paying for a ticket and stuff like that. Like it was just the ability to meet other people who wanted to meet people. Like it kept my spirits up. And so I wanted to offer that to other people, but also to myself, because we're always saying it, like me and Naomi are in positions where we wanted to meet other people and give that to other people as well. We could have exclusively just stayed friends and be selfish about like our good time. Me and Naomi have a great time.
We do. We do.
But we wanted to extend that to other people as well. And again, that's a personality trait that we both have. And as we're talking to you guys about this, like I genuinely believe our aspiration is growing in that and be able to collaborate with other community pillars. So whether that's like other restaurants, libraries, because we need a place to like host those discussions. Instructors who are like, hey, like I offer this is really interesting. I think it could go well with your group. Like we're not trying to scam people out of money and we're not trying to make money. Like we just want to be able to like create like community and people who want to work with us and the flexibility of working with us, because we all just want to like meet people.
Literally.
Like that is like our major goal. And so like as life changes, as different people join the group, as we have repeats, as we have like people who are just passing by, like we just always want to put effort and nourishing like the community that we're building, just like an individual friendship.
Literally, this is literally what we want and what we see it grow.
As we want to do like bigger things, like I'm not gonna say anything because the girls might be watching. But we have like bigger plans and we're thinking about like how we can get that through while we're organizing, and then maybe seeing like how much we can put out there. But again, the main priority is like reinvesting in our community, our energy, our money, our efforts, like all of that.
That's literally what it is. I guess we both have questions for each other. What do you think are the main qualities for people to create some like a community? What do you think like it takes for someone to be a community builder?
I think someone has to have a good balance of like altruism, so like thinking about people outside of themselves. Like that's like a big thing. And persistence. Those two things are the main thing.
I agree.
Altruism and persistence. Those are two major qualities I think community builders need to have. Because again, the altruism, I think it speaks for itself. But the persistence is, community doesn't just fall into your lap. Like our case was special, I guess.
I think we very much took agency
over like what we had in front of us.
Definitely.
Right? And then the ability to like organize, because it's not like we had the Facebook thread and then instantly people started showing up. No. We still kept going from the people who like showed up and stuff like that. I think in a generation where people look for instant gratification, but then on the flip side of it is like we had all those people commenting, right? And I think because this is not my first go around with like community and like expectations of people, because I worked in events. I was in the events industry before. I didn't have expectations of having like 11 people in the group and 11 people showing up. But if we think about just kind of like how the internet works, people think like the turnout is always going to be like crazy because there's intense report, there's all this activity happening. No. Also, I just generally believe that it's overwhelming to have to handle a lot of things that way. So, but yeah, altruism and consistency is a big thing. That was a good question. What's one word that you would use to attribute the success of our group?
I would say impact.
Okay.
I would say impact in different perspective. I would say impact for the women that participate in our group and participate in events and things that we organize. And I would also say impact for myself as someone that wants to make more friends, because we've not really touched upon the subject of making friends while being an adult.
20's,
I think it's like another subject as a whole, but it impacts so much my life. It's just like intangible things.
Yeah.
Even though like so many times that we've met, we've not taken pictures. You know, like we don't have like something tangible to say that we've done. You know, like because the conversation is so good. We're having so much
of a good time.
So much of a good time that we're not thinking of taking a picture.
Yeah.
And it's so impactful. And the thing is that like this is what I know I was called to do. And I don't know, I do want to sound cliche or cringy, or I don't know how you can describe it. I feel like I was put on this earth to have like a grand impact, and I know that to start like this is a good way, is a good like door to start with, and I'd say like impact.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say initiative.
Okay.
Yeah. So one already our initiative to just start this, but I don't know if you notice, but like I absolutely love it. Like in the couple of brunches that we have, like. It's not always us starting the icebreakers. Like sometimes other people who are just they'll be like, hey, like I don't know everybody, so like can everybody say like their name or where they're from and stuff like that. And I like love it because it's like it could of course always be us, and like sometimes it is us like oftentimes.
Right.
But like people who come and like you could see their initiative to want to get to know people, so you request that, right?
Yeah.
And so it starts the whole like, oh hey American girl, or hey other Canadian, or just be like, oh like what's it like, or like oh like you're from Paris, like where did you grow up, like all this other stuff. And so like the fact that it's not just only us, to me, like one, it's like a little bit of like a responsibility that's like lifted, but also you just see like other people's like want to like other like meet other people. Like the whole like introduction is not exclusively like our responsibility. Like people show up and want to meet other people. So like that's a big thing.
I agree. Let me think about another question. Oh, I have one. When you were younger, how did you envision womanhood friendship, or like friendship when you're like a woman, like a grown woman, because we are growing into womanhood?
This hits a soft spot for me because I think if you would have asked me like years ago, I would have been like, yeah, like I'll make new friends and stuff like that. I'm still gonna have all my old friends and stuff like that. But like now, even like the friends that I grew up with, like my childhood friends, people I've known for 20 plus years, I am only really close with like one, which is great. But then the idea of like, oh yeah, I have friends that I've made, like that I grew up with, friends that are exclusively that I knew from like university, so I've only known them for like 3-4 years, and then like really close friends that I've made within the last year or two, because I moved to a whole other country where I knew nobody.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, and so I couldn't have envisioned anything. I just always thought that friendship was this ongoing thing that you had like fights here and there for, which is normal. Like you still have that like happen now, but even like the conversation of like friendship dynamics and like I don't have like this person might not necessarily be my favorite person. We're not friends, but like we're acquaintances and all that stuff. That I don't think I could have ever guessed that.
Okay.
Yeah. But this is definitely something I appreciate wholeheartedly. When organizing the group and like planning and all the things that we've done, what has been any of your fears, and have they happened or not? So like something that you'd be concerned about going wrong in the group, because we, like we said, we are leaders of this group. Yeah. Organizers. Has anything like a name of concern, or has it happened?
I think it was mostly towards like on myself, because since I'm posting some TikTok videos and maybe like communicating on the group, I'm just like very cautious of how I present it to the like public platform, and I do not want it to be again this thing of some people
coming in and being like, oh,
like what situation would occur. I think we would know how to react together. Yeah. But
for you, like you said, it's a personal thing.
No, and I think it's also a bit not naive of me, but like a very positive way of seeing life. Like, I don't see anything wrong per se happening, or something that we would not be able to handle.
Yeah, fair. I totally get that. I don't think I've ever thought of that. Like, when the comments started coming from that situation, it was a joke to me because, like, what are you, not to say that it's expected, but it's expected. Like, these conversations.
I swear to God.
I knew. Like, when I saw the comment, I just rolled my eyes because I was like, of course.
I didn't know. Like,
and
I swear to God, like, if even I had the thought.
Yeah, you wouldn't have posted?
I would have never posted.
I'm really glad that you're naive then.
Yeah. I know.
We need to keep it that way.
I was not in the mindset of having like some random people commenting on my
and maybe
post.
this is again one of those things that I think this is purely your naivety because I feel like I've had that so much here in like when I'm on like French TikTok and I see people who are like, oh yeah, it's only this and third. I'm like, how can you just diminish something to just this one thing? Like, how can you not understand people wanting to just find their own group? And even today, if we were making a video about this and people were like, oh, like you move across the world to go meet other Black women, like, do you not understand that Black women come in different like nationalities, experiences, and stuff like that? And within that, there's his own plethora of like diversity.
Yeah. Please. Literally, and I think like the blessing was that it's been years since I've lived in France. Years I've lived in France, and years I was close to the French way of seeing like
race and separation
and all these things. And so that's why to me,
you didn't see anything wrong.
No, I didn't see anything wrong.
Yeah, there wasn't anything wrong, but you didn't see like how people could take it wrong.
Exactly, because I'm so my eyes are so like baby eyes, you know, like very much a baby way of seeing the world, like discovering new things. Yeah. Even though I had lived in that environment, I was not acquainted
to that conversation.
Yeah. So
I think a lot of people can agree that like the conversation of like race like identifying and people bringing that forth definitely has changed over the years. And I can't remember when you left France, but like
back in 2020.
Yeah, so it was like I feel like it's been escalating since
in the West.
Yeah. And then plus like even within our group, we're seeing a lot of like Americans coming to Europe and how we view race and how we discuss it. Like I'm saying we North Americans.
Yeah, North Americans.
When we discuss race is not the same way how Europeans do, and
absolutely
so
not.
That there's always going to be a pushback, and I think I knew that from the get-go.
Yeah, so that was the conversation about building community and how we came up with Black Women in Paris.
We are really excited that we were able to share that with you guys. We hope that we can chat with you guys in the comments, whether you are from Paris, not. If you are in your own city, different experience in your life, and you want to build community, we would love to talk to you in the comments.
Yeah, and if you guys would like us to cover another subject, I know that we have in mind to cover subjects around building friendships in your late 20s, because we are, even though we look good, even though we look fine,
late 20s, but look,
we are in the late 20s.
Wow, God
don't be misguided.
But yeah, no, we have a lot of discussions, and you'll definitely be seeing us more together because we just love a good chat. But yeah, we hope to see you in the comments. You can find our channels, of course. You can subscribe to Naomi's channel if you're watching there. You can subscribe on my channel. You can find both of our links to all our platforms, social media.
Where can people find you on Instagram?
Yes, you can find me on Estelle on Instagram. And TikTok as well, same @name. You'll add it in the description. Links for that. And then where can we find you, Naomi?
We can find me on Instagram. My handle is naomieboketa, NAOBKT.
Period.
And then I think on TikTok it's naomieboketa as well. We'll put the handles here.
And then in the description as well. But yeah, I really hope that people message us.
Yeah, and I really hope you guys like the conversation, and we'll see you in our next one. Ciao.
Bye.